Okay, what you're staring at is the differential out of a 633A 38 transmission, the one with the keyed shafts. Now, my intentions with this were to lock it without welding. Oh, but this is out of my Sears Suburban ST12, 1974 model, I believe. Now, I wanted to lock this without welding by adding a gear like a lot of people do, but that big gob of weld on the end doesn't really help too much. Let's see, what I was hoping was the differential in there would be a lot like this. This is the differential out of a 633A 110. Now, if you can see in there, the end of the axle, come on focus, there, the end of the axle is splined. And what a lot of people do is they put a gear in there and lock the two axles together and jam all the gears. Now, this transmission is a 3-speed model with splined axle shafts. And when I say 3-speed model, well, here is your 6-speed model. Now, this gear set right here goes between that set of gears and that set of gears for your high and low range. And then your other 3 speeds are out front. Whereas this one, your first main 3 speeds in reverse would be up here. And where this sits, this would have been your high and low range. Whereas this is the input to it, and it would have had another set of gears sitting right here that would slide back and forth. Simple, easy. But big gob of weld, sitting here staring. Didn't take me more than 10 minutes to figure out if I wanted to lock this without welding it. That's all I have to do. Ta-da! Now, try and slide this all back together one-handed. And there goes a bolt. Yeah. Mind everything moving. There. So we got the 2 gears at the top jamming that axle nut, or axle gear, and then we got those 2 spider gears over there jamming that differential gear. This doesn't help when everything falls apart, but gear out of place. Mind the darkness. I'm just going to rearrange some stuff. There. As you can see, the 2 gears kind of meshed in, jamming that one. Yeah. Great way to kind of explain it, but oh well. So yeah, and as far as I know, if you didn't have a spare transmission to steal parts from, you could do the same thing with that transmission's differential. All you'd have to do is pick. Actually, you could probably just take one set of gears, or all you'd have to do is take one of these gears, flip it around, and it would just cause the rest of them all just bind together. Same thing with this. You could, if you wanted to, you could just switch one side around, but if you got it apart, you might as well switch both around. That is not a destroyed gear, that is just sawdust. So, there's a little tip for the day of how to lock a 633A transmission, depending on if it has keyed axle shafts or splined axle shafts. See you later, folks.